Um, so that means take another sip. So 10 flips, 10 faves. Now you've seen it all right here as of the RCA Android tablet. This is our 10th fave, and I'll actually kind of direct you to this one. This is our 10th fave of the day, which means you're gonna see obviously a lot of beauty, you're gonna see fashion, you're gonna see jewelry and kitchen ideas throughout the day, and you're also gonna see a little bit of electronics. This is the RCA, it's a 10-inch, or 10.1 to be exact inch, high definition, 32 gigabyte quad-core Android tablet, and it comes with a keyboard. That in itself makes it extra special because when you look at it right here, it looks like a mini laptop, doesn't it? Well, I guess it kind of is, really. You can use it as a traditional laptop if you would like, and I mean a traditional tablet, I should say, if you would like. And I like that the size of this one is really great. It's 10 inches, which is one of the largest tablets that you'll use. And I think that's really great because sometimes we just have to decide, well, I can just use my phone for most things. But your phone is what, 5 inches, 6 inches, 7 if you have a really big phone. This is 10 inches. So you have something that you can easily interact with. It's high definition, so all of that graphic content is gonna look amazing there. You have everything that you could possibly want and need built into the tablet itself, and you're getting a detachable keyboard. So for much of the time when we use our tablets, we're kind of staring at it. You know, we're watching movies, watching YouTube, looking at pictures, maybe scrolling and reading the news, doing different things like that. But there might be some times where you need your tablet to be a little bit more. When you're writing a longer email and you don't want to kind of touch and press it in, you want to be able to type it in, you can do that. You've got your cameras built in, of course, so you can take pictures as always with that one. It's this versatile design that just makes it easy to use, and it's got 2 USB inputs, which not all tablets do. Of course, it's Bluetooth compatible with your music and your speakers and things of that nature. There is that Magna link on the keyboard, which means as soon as you press that down into the keyboard, into that slot, all of a sudden it reads the keyboard, so that you can start typing if you want to. And on those times where you need your tablet to now function in a more sort of a text kind of way, you can easily do that. And I'll share that with you right here. You can see it is a really nice keyboard on that. And it used to be, or I shouldn't say used to be, in most cases I'll say, if you wanted a keyboard attached to your tablet, it would be a case. It would actually be built into a case, and you would have to buy the case separately, and the case would be kind of expensive, and it would, you know, sometimes it doesn't really connect very well. But because this is linked right here, with that Magna link, it's always gonna be just sit it right on the inside. And then you have all access to a full keyboard, which is gonna be fantastic.